Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. And how long we have to wait our speaker to join?
Hare Krishna Mataji, let me check with Maharaj if he's able to join quickly. I think there
Thank
must
you
be
so
some.
much.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj is here. It's Jolly's phone 15 Pro Max.
Okay.
Which one, Mataji?
Jolly's phone?
No, that's not Maharaj. Let me quickly call Maharaj and check. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Yeah, Maharaj is going to join in a minute because there's different classes at different times. So there was a little bit of confusion.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Ram Ram.
Hare
being
Krishna,
delayed.
devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Today we are so fortunate to have His Holiness Samakshi Maharaj from Khargaon, India. And today Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 6, Verse 12, and also on Damodar Leela. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, whenever you are ready,
Hare-
please take over the call.
Yes. So, Canto 8, because I did not really look the verse, but if you could just repeat that. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji, it is
Yes.
Canto 8, Chapter 6, Verse 12.
Okay, chapter 6, verse number 12. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी व्रजभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदानाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। हाँ, जो सब डिवोटीज की जय। प्रभु प्लीज forgive me for being late because I just came from the hospital. Okay, मया कथम इदम सर्वम यत् केन जग first from भगवद गीता। मया कथम इदम सर्वम मत स्थानी सर्वभूतानि है न चाहम तेषु अवस्थितम। So we'll be reading Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Dishtarad. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki jai. So text number 12, this what I see from that this gives how one can become a pure devotee. What is the process of becoming a devotee that is being given in this particular verse? The topic is the demigods and demons declare a truce. You have all have read that because Indra did commit a mistake against his guru, and because of that he was there. All the demigods gods were cursed to lose their power, and asuras they got overpowered. They overpowered. They attacked that, and later on they went to Varaspati. Varaspati went to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji said that you should all worship the Supreme Lord. Can you take it out? So he said that you make a truce, and then together you churn the milk ocean. So this topic describes about that the demigods and demons declare a truce. It's very rare, but even if that truce are friendship and together they do, that is also selfish. That demons Yathagni me, so text number 12. Yathagni megas Ashyamaratam cha goshu Huvyana Huyanama Ambudya Manecha Vrattim Yogair Manusha Adiyanti hi Tvam Guneshu Buddhya Kavayo Vadanti. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, is one can derive fire from wood, milk from the milk bag of cow. There are analogies. So fire from the wood, if you light it or you rub together, there would be fire would come out, and then it will burn the whole from which it was born. It just finishes even the same wood from where it is born. Milk from the milk bag of the cow. If you feed the cow and there are milk bags, then you could naturally get the milk. Food grains and water from the land. When you dig the deep well, you will find the water, and food grains also by cultivating the land you could get. And prosperity in one's livelihood from industrial enterprises. So by the practice of Bhakti Yoga, even within this material world, one can achieve your favor or intelligently approach you. Those who are pious all affirm this. So this is the so this is the Lord is Brahmaji is praying, and Lord is also there, and they are praying to the Supreme Lord that also that if we start some bhakti by practice of bhakti yoga, even if you are in the material world, you can achieve the favor of the Lord. You can approach the Lord. Your favor means it is the Krishna's favor because he is there in front. So although the purport, although the supreme personality of Godhead is nirguna, nirguna means without any qualities. It's not that he has no qualities, without these material qualities. That is sattvagun, rajagun, tamagun, not to be found within this material world. People may say that they are nirgun, but they have certain, either they are in mode of goodness, patience, or ignorance. But Krishna is beyond all this. He has nothing to do with the material world or the qualities of the material world. We run our every activity is done by the gunas. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. That Veda also talks about the Traigunya. But we should become Nas Traigunya without any guna that we should become. And so guna would be there, but we should be beyond this three guna. That is Shuddha Sattva. Vasudev Sattva. Yeah, Vasudev Sattva. So it should be completely free from all these things. The entire material world is pervaded by him. The entire material world is pervaded by him, as is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Maya tatam idam sarvam. So that verse is very, very important. That is from 9th chapter, text number 4. So we will read that particular verse, 9:4. It's a little bit confusion in that particular verse, but we will talk and try to clarify what Maya tatam idam sarvam yat. So we will be able to that one. That is the most confidential knowledge, and that is spoken by the Supreme Lord. That what he is or what he is not. And by knowing him, we could come closer to him. We could worship him properly, come closer to him, even while we are in the material world. Just like all these things happen in the material world, just like they have given the example. So this entire material world is pervaded by him, as is stated in Bhagavad Gita. So how it is pervaded? It is pervaded by Paramatma. Krishna expands into life. It is the from Krishna comes to Balram, Balramji it comes to like the our Lord Balramji expands into Chaturvyuha, two Chaturvyuha, one for the material world, that is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Anirudh. This second Chaturvyuha, Sankarshan, also called Mahasankarshan, he expands into this he expands into Mahavishnu, Karmodakshay Vishnu, another is Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and third is Kshirodakshay Vishnu. So they wanted to churn this Shir Sagar. So what this Krishna is saying in this particular verse 9:4, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina matsani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu avastita. So by Paramatma feature is pervading, is all over. There is not a even in the atom, Krishna is there in the form of even in Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastha, in the form of Paramatma. Paramatma is everywhere, Paramatma feature. So again, I'm repeating the verse. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina masthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu avastita. By me in my unmanifested form. Unmanifested form is Paramatma. The entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me. Every being is in Krishna. When everything is annihilated, everything comes in Krishna's body as Mahavishnu, his expansion. Directly, Krishna does not take part in creation, maintenance, destruction. He has all the power, but he produces like Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They all come from Krishna. So Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. These all three are being his energies. Like we are also one of the energy, but that is a superior energy. Brahma is not of superior energy, but this uh, uh, Tatastha Shakti, like all the Jiva are Tatastha Shakti. Some special Jiva is given the position of Brahma if he does 100 times properly Varnashram Dharma. If you do Shatakratu, Kratu means one who does the Yagya 100 times, Ashwamedh Yagya, he could become a Indra, the ruler of all the demigods. In this way, the positions are given to qualified people, but some people may misuse their position and then they fall down again. The entire universe is pervaded. There is no, even in between the atoms, Krishna is there as Paramatma. So all beings are in me, but I am not in them. So everybody is in Krishna in the form annihilation, but they are all there. Really, in his Virat Roop, if you see that there is a Virat Roop description of the Virat Roop, that everything is all in the body of this Virat. Virat Roop is it's just a, not that it is that form is there, but you could imagine that oceans are like the veins are venules, the trees are the hairs, and the Virat Roop are mountains are like either bones or breast of the Lord. So in this way, the Supreme Personality of God, it is not perceivable through the gross material senses. It is said that you cannot understand Krishna by our material senses. अतः श्री कृष्ण नामादि न भवेद ग्राह्यम इंद्रिय सेवन मुखे स्वयमेव स्फुरता. That is from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that Krishna's name, fame, pastime cannot be understood by material senses. We have these blunt material senses. It can, this Krishna's name, form, etc., that is transcendental. Transcendental means divya, out of this material world. So how you could perceive that? Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional service. If you are engaged in pure devotional service, under proper guidance, is revealed. He himself reveals. Only you could know him as much as he wants to reveal to you. In the Brahma Samhita, it's stated, Manjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Ardayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundar Chintya Gunaswarupam Govinda Bhadi Purusham Bhajami. One can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, always within himself and outside himself, if one has developed the transcendental loving attitude towards him. So love, prem. Krishna is hungry for prem. We are hungry for that prem, but where that prem is not of the material world. We are a spirit soul. And soul, you may say, is a real person. Body is just a material things are put around this because of to fulfill our desires. Krishna gives us a chance to fulfill the desires in the material world. but one can never fulfill their desires in the material world because we are a spiritual being. So, if our eyes are anointed with love of God, means the love of anointed means just like salaka like a little rod, and you put anjan means some kind of ointment when you apply in your eye, and how it is opened by. So that is opening is the light, knowledge. So when you get the knowledge about Krishna through these proper sources, that is the spiritual master and good association, then one can see, imagine, one can see or at least understand or in the mind that there is a supreme Lord, there is Paramatma. So he does not, so he, although material, but even in the material senses, one can get all this. If his eyes are enacted, it's love of God. Now you may say, how to love the God? How to do that? So there is always a process for everything. So if you follow the process of devotional service, if you follow that, and stick to that, and every day you do that, naturally you will be able to see the Supreme Lord face to face, even in this material world, while we are in this material body. So this is from Brahma Samhita 538. It is one can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, always within himself and outside himself, if one has developed the transcendental loving attitude towards him. Means we love him just like we love our children. Our children love you. And so one can see that if it is but love should be without any expectation. Otherwise, it's just a business. Expectation means you love because Krishna is lovable, like a mother and child. Child may be very, very dirty, stool and urine, mud and mucus coming from the nose, and you can't even see his face. But the mother loves the child. She will pick up other person if it is not the real mother. Then she would not pick up, and she will pick up, clean him up, and then put in the lap, feed him, put him to sleep. So everything. So that is love. Without any, whether he will take care of me in the old age or not, that desire should not be there. It is just because he is your child, so we are children of Krishna. So we should love Krishna. He has created all of us. He is the creator. So Govinda always within himself and outside himself. If one has developed a transcendental loving attitude towards him, inside, within, without. So you could see without in the form of Krishna or Vishnu, or you could see him also. And within also, just like initially, Dhruva saw within his heart, but then he disappeared. Then he became so much in anxiety. Krishna appeared in front of him. But thus, for people in general, he is not visible. Here, it is said that although he is all pervading, everywhere present, he is not conceivable by the material senses. By these blunt material senses, we cannot conceive, we cannot understand Krishna. But if we have praying, then Krishna is sitting in our heart as Paramatma. He will reveal to us that, look, here I am. You could see me, you could feel me, you could talk to me, you could ask me certain boons, but that all requires certain practice. So this is indicated here by the word Avyakta Murti, that he is Avyakta. He is not, Avyakta means visible, Avyakta means not visible, Avyakta Murti. But actually, although we cannot see him, everything is resting in him. So everything is resting because he is the creator, everything is there in his Virat Rupa, everything is resting in Krishna, because without Paramatma, one cannot do anything. It is Paramatma who is giving instruction to Atma, and then Atma can do certain things. Atma and Paramatma, they are not the same. Many people say Atma so Paramatma. but it is not Atma, so Paramatma. Atma is different. That is, we ourselves is Atma. But rather than taking care of the Atma, we just get engaged in material activity and forget about Atma, Paramatma, and then lose our human life and then go through so many species of life. So how to save from all this trouble is just to love Krishna, follow the process, chanting, prasad distribution, Jivedaya, bringing the other Jiva to Krishna, reading Srimad Bhagavatam. These are all done for us, so we could come closer. We could see Krishna. We could go back to Krishna in his loving devotional service. Because as a part of Krishna, we belong to him. We are meant to stay with him in this spiritual kingdom. But somehow we got lost in the material world, and so many alluring things are there in the material world. We get allured by them, and then we forget about Krishna. We forget our real aim in the material life. As we have discussed in the 7th chapter, the entire material cosmic manifestation is only a combination of the two different energies. So superior spiritual energy and the inferior material energy. Just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation, and everything is resting in this energy. So we are part of the Jiva soul are part of the Tatastha Shakti. So they are Parasha Shakti, Vividhaiva Shuyate, Swabhavaki Jnana, Balak Kriyachi. Naturally, it is there in Krishna. Krishna is not without any qualities. He has this three energies which does everything. Superior energy, all expansion from Krishna, direct expansion, Swamsa Tattva, like Vishnu Tattva, they come from Krishna. All the Jiva souls, they are all marginal energy. We come from Krishna. And then there is inferior energy, this material nature, Prakriti, and so that comes from also Krishna. So everything in this Prakriti is the external energy of the Lord. Everything that in the Nirjivachi, without any life that you say, but there is also Paramatma, because that is one of the energy of Krishna. Just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation, and everything is resting in that energy. Yet, one should not conclude that because he is spread all over, he has lost his personal existence. So that should not be understood. That we have to understand that he did not lose his personal form. It's not like the Jiva soul are not like a stone and then it is broken and then we are one piece of it. When all the whole stone is broken into several pieces, then the existence of the stone is gone. We are not like that. Energy means energy and energetic. So energetic is Krishna, we are his energy. And as a part of the duty of us, because we are his energy, we should serve Krishna by all means, by mind, intelligence, and there should not be any false ego that I am doing everything. Everything is done by Krishna himself, but it is his, we are his energy. We desire, that is done, that is there, but because of our desire, things does not manifest. Krishna has to sanction that. Krishna has to help us in doing something. Not that everything we desire we get fulfilled, but if we desire according to Krishna, please Krishna, and if we do everything for Krishna, then there is no selfishness. We desire, but we do desire for our fulfill our selfish desires, selfish motivation. So thinking, feeling, willing is there because of the soul. So soul is part of Krishna. What we think of us, our senses, how I could enjoy, we feel that so much enjoyment in the material world, and we will that my sense of gratification increases more and more. And that way, we remain in the material world forever, rotting or rotating through 8.4 million species of life. That Krishna is done to fulfill our all desires. In every species of life, some desire is fulfilled. Just like pouncing on some animal and drinking hot blood. Krishna makes us a lion. We show our bodies, this side, keep our back open, face open, shoulders open, the abdomen open, the navel open. Then what is left over? Then he says, okay, you become a tree, show your body, once or years. So that way we rotate through so many, but we forget there is so much enjoyment in the spiritual world. And Krishna is waiting for us to come to his abode. To refute with an argument, the Lord says, I am everywhere and everything is in me. Everything is there, everything because it comes from him. But still I am aloof. Krishna is aloof because his energy are working. Just like a boss is sitting in his home or office, and by his energy, the whole factory or corporation, everything is happening. Not that boss has to be there in every place, but it is his energy. He invested, or he became a partner, or he got the position. So Krishna also is like aloof. For example, a king heads a government, which is but the manifestation of king's energy. The different governmental departments are nothing but the energy of the king, and each department is resting on king's power. But still, because he is the one who's providing the salary, everything, so Krishna is providing salary in the form of food, sun, water, everything that we get it is through Krishna. But still one cannot expect the king to be present in every department personally. That is a crude example. Similarly, all the manifestations that we see and everything that exists both in this material world and in the spiritual world are resting on the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everything is resting. The creation takes place by the diffusion of the different energy, his different energy. As is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vistabhyam, Astabhyam Aham Idam Krishnam. He is everywhere present by his personal representation, the diffusion of the different energies. So different energies of Krishna act in a different way, and that everything is resting. That in the next verse in Bhagavad Gita 9.5, Nacha Marsani Bhutani Pashyame Yoga Maheshwaraya Bhuta Brahma Cha Bhutastho Mamatma Bhuta Bhavana. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. One says they are resting in me, but not directly in Krishna. It is in me means in his energy. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am maintainer of all the living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of the cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. He is creating, but he is not part of that. The boss may go home and enjoy with his family, but he's not part of all the employees and all the factory and what is happening there. He's not there. So it's a very important verse. And so we were reading Mat Isthani, again back to Canto 8, Chapter 6, text number 12, in the first paragraph. A devotee, however, can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the practice of Bhakti Yoga. We can see him here. One ordinarily does not begin to practice Bhakti Yoga unless he has how to start a practice of Bhakti Yoga. One has practiced it in previous life. So if we have practiced, like if you practice now, next life you will become a bigger devotee or you will start where you left. So that is very important to understand that nothing is wasted in Krishna's service. And in the material world, everything is wasted. Whatever you have accumulated, whatever you have gained, whatever prestige, beauty, or big empire, but everything would remain here, and you cannot take even 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 one paisa or one penny from here to the spiritual kingdom. So all our effort are useless. Then why to do it? Just take to Krishna consciousness and spend your energy in developing Krishna consciousness. But one has to have something in the previous life to start. Or if you somehow you are very lucky, then you will get association of a devotee. And by association of a devotee, you will start practice. But alone, you cannot become a devotee. without previous life or in this life with a devotee. Moreover, one can begin Bhakti Yoga only by the mercy of the spiritual master and Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. Brahmanda Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. We have been rotating in this Brahmanda, in this universe, but we cannot find Bhakti or Supreme Lord. Oh, where is my what is my source? How did I come here? These all things you will find out, but first you have to take shelter of Krishna, means by following the rules and regulation, by glorifying Him, and also Brahma. So Guru Krishna, and also by the mercy of the Guru. So by Guru's mercy, Krishna would become pleased. By Krishna's mercy, you will find a Guru. So you have to first start wherever you are, whatever age you are in. You take to Krishna consciousness. If you cannot complete the next life, you will be able to see Krishna face to face, or you will become a devotee. It may take more than 1, 2, or 100 lives, but ultimately our goal is to go back home, back to Krishna's abode in loving devotional service, and that would happen. And that's why Prabhupada is given and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given a very nice, like he has given us, nice process. ISKCON temples, waking up early in the morning, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, or reading the Deities, Sansar Davanal, that is glorification of the spiritual master. So in this way, there is a Guru Puja, there is Krishna. In the temple there is worship, and we decorate the deities. Then we have Tulsi Puja, we have Narsinga Dev's prayers. So all these things enliven us, wakes us, or sleeping. We are all sleeping in the lap of Maya, thinking I'm very good. But how long will sleep in the lap of Maya? We have to get out from the lap of Maya and come to the real, because really we are part of Krishna. And being part, we have to serve the whole. Just like our finger hand is our bodily part. So we have to put the food in the stomach, not anywhere. Not that wherever there is hole, you just put food. No, there is a process. So if we follow the process, we will get the result. The seed of devotional service is obtainable by the mercy of Guru, the spiritual master and Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead. Only by the practice of Bhakti Yoga means selfless service to Krishna and all the jiva soul, bringing them to Krishna's lap. One can achieve the favor of the supreme personality of Godhead and see him face to face. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana. One cannot see the Lord by other methods such as karma, jnana, yoga. Karma means by karma yoga, you want to go to higher planetary system and enjoy. By jnana, you want to merge and want to become. That is Sahaja Mukti, which is like a hell. And yoga, developing some certain yogic siddhis, just like walking on the fire or water, very different. Becoming anima, mahima, lagima, garima. There are many, many yogic siddhis. But what is the use of siddhis? Even now, so many people could get that, like crossing the river. It may cost us 5 or 10 rupees. And you are wasted 50, 60 years in getting that siddhi that you could walk on the water. What is that? For 10 rupees, you spoiled your 60 rupees. So under the direction of the spiritual master, one must cultivate Bhakti Yoga. And that Bhakti Yoga is Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dashyam, Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. Then even within its material world, although the Lord is not visible, a devotee can see him. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. So bhaktya mam abhijanati yamanyaschasmi tatvata. And bhaktya mam abhijanati. And through bhakti only, abhijanati means they will know as I am, yamanyaschasmi tatvata. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, bhaktyaham ekaya Ekagra, enjoy bhakti only, I could be obtained. Or you can understand by bhakti only. Bhakti means it is without any exchange, not a businessman, just selfless service to Krishna and his devotees. Thus, by devotional service, one can achieve the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although he is not visible, understandable to materialistic person. Materialistic person cannot understand because they are always looking where is money, where is sex, where is I can enjoy my all the senses more. But what would happen? They will enjoyment will all go away, and you have to start all over again in the next life. So in this verse, the cultivation of Bhakti Yoga is compared to many material activity. By friction, one can get fire from wood. By digging the earth, one can get food grains and water. And by agitating the milk bag of the cow, one can get nectarian milk. Milk is compared to nectar, which one can drink to become immortal. So this nectarian milk from the cow. So cow protection should also be there to become a devotee. Of course, simply drinking milk will not make one immortal, but it can increase the duration of one's life. In modern civilization, men do not think milk to be important, and therefore they do not live very long. Although in this age, men can live. So Prabhupada is glorifying cow protection, drinking milk, because it is nectarian. Men can live up to 100 years. Their duration of life is reduced if they don't drink this milk, cow milk, because they do not drink larger quantities of milk. This is sign of Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, instead of drinking milk, people prefer to slaughter an animal and eat its flesh. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his instruction of Bhagavad Gita, advises Go Raksha, which means cow protection. That is the job of Vaishyas. Krishi Gauraksha Vanijam Vaishya Karma Subhavajam. In the Vaishya, there is Krishi and Goraksha. And Vyapar, Vanijya means business, trading, buying something and then selling something. But the better is bartering. Prabhupada did not like this notes and paper money, and because there is a lot of exploitation, nobody knows, but they know that how difficult it is to get some grains in place of that. One can get something else, but it is much better. There is no much exploitation. People understand each other's difficulties and they exchange their things. I saw that in my earlier age, in my childhood. The cow should be protected. Milk should be drawn from the cows, and this milk should be prepared in various ways. So many things can be prepared from the milk, sugar. One should take ample milk, and thus one can prolong one's life, develop his brain, execute devotional service, and ultimately attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna comes and also he takes the cows for grazing, milking, and he was drinking milk, butter, and Balramji used to have a plow to how to tilt the land and get grains from that. So I hope that you can hear properly how important it is. Simple living, high thinking. It is essential to get food grains and water by digging the earth. It is also essential to give protection to the cows and take nectarian milk from their milk bags. The people of this age are inclined toward industrial enterprises or comfortable living, but they refuse to endeavor to execute devotional service, by which they can achieve the ultimate goal of life by returning home back to God. Unfortunately, as it is said, Nate Vido Swartha Gatem He Vishnu, people do not know that what is their Swartha. Real Swartha is to go to Krishna's abode, back home, back to God. Durashaya Bhairartha Manina. Outside, they think their asha is that it's all the properties in the material world. Who has seen the spiritual world? People without spiritual education do not know that the ultimate goal of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. Forgetting this aim of life, they are working very hard in disappointment and frustration. Mogasha, Moga, Karmano, Moga, Yana, Vichitasa. The so-called Vaishyas, the industrialists or businessmen, are involved in big industrial enterprises, but they are not interested in food grains and milk. However, as indicated here, by digging for water, even in the desert, we can produce food grains. When we produce food grains and vegetables, we can give protection to the cows. While giving protection to the cows, we can draw from them abundant quantities of milk. And by getting enough milk and combining it with food grains and vegetables, we can prepare hundreds of nectarian food. So many preparations could be made by this combination of milk, grains, vegetables, and offer to Krishna lovingly. And then you take that and serve and distribute that to others. And that way our life becomes perfect. Krishna is waiting that we bring his children back to him. So you also try to preach, try to bring other living entity and the lotus feet of Krishna. So they used to give food to the cows, to the dogs, to the insects, to the fire itself. And so many sacrifices are there. And human life is meant for that purpose. We could understand Krishna in the human form of life, which is so rarely apparent. We get this body by the mercy of Krishna after rotating through 8.4 million species of life. We never get any peace. Only by Krishna consciousness we can advance further in a spiritual life. So that is creating, because we have all this big industrialization. So we avoid industrial enterprises and joblessness. Agriculture and cow protection are the way to become sinless and be attracted to devotional service. Those who are sinful cannot be attracted by devotional service. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Yesham Tvantagatam Papam Vijananam Punyakarmanam Te Dvanda Mohan Nirmukta Bhajante Mam Dharavrata. Persons who have acted piously in previous life and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. So that is how to become Krishna conscious. And with determination, we should engage in devotional service. The majority of people in this age of Kali are sinful, short-living, unfortunate, and disturbed. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya yupadruta. Padro. For them, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam kalau nastaiva, nastaiva, nastaiva katiranyatha. If there are 3 times a statement in any Vedic literature, then means it is confirmed by the Lord. So there is no other way. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is to protect you from falling down into lower species of life. Repeating, chewing the chewed. Everybody is interested in eating, sleeping, mating, depending, which is available in any species of life. As an ass, as a dog, as a camel, things are all available. So why to worry about? Krishna has arranged for everyone to get their quota, and they will get it one way or another. There is a destiny. So tell you, so in this age, there is only this name of the Lord who deliver you. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. So Krishna consciousness, chanting his name, chanting his glories is the only means. So what we should do, how to become a devotee? so that you could become a devotee by following a devotee. Become a devotee by previous life. If you have done that, you will start, and then you read the scriptures, you follow what senior devotees are going to temple, waking up in the Brahma Muhurta and chanting the different holy names of the Lord. Go on Sankirtan. People means Sankirtan means delivering the other people, and that tendency should be there. You have been delivered by someone either in this life or last life, and why not you follow the same process and serve others? So in this way, we could become a devotee. Krishna is the samam guna, and we should understand that he is not our order supplier, but he's our friend. He's our well-wisher. He's looking for us to come to his lotus feet and engage in devotional service rather than engage in his service. Bhakti yoga means selfless. You serve Krishna without anything in return back. Prahlad Maharaj says that, my dear Lord, don't make sure that I do not ask. I'm not a merchant, I'm not a businessman, that my desire should never be to obtain some fruits from you, some benediction from you. My desire is to serve you, and I am your servant, eternal servant. Please liberate my father who has done so much problem. He said that 21 generations of yours have been made free, and so you would not have any problem in your generations. So even if one person becomes a devotee in the family, then 21 generations are automatically liberated. Even if others do not follow, just like Hiranyakashipu, the father did not follow. And in this way, we should really try to become a devotee by this process that has been given in this way. And there are many, many books written about the first step in Krishna consciousness is chanting, hearing, glorifying, reading Srimad Bhagvatam, Bhagavad Gita in the evening, go on the streets, and that is the real process of Krishna. It does not deny that you should not engage in your material activity, but only to the extent to fulfill your needs of the body, take care of your relatives, and even if some sadhu comes, you should be able to feed him also, give him support. So I will end here. It's a nice verse. So now they are meeting the demigods, and that is Indra and Bali Maharaj, to churn the ocean. What they talk is in the other verses. So if there is any comments or questions, we can talk on those. So if there is any comments, questions, what
Hare
did I
Krishna,
say?
Hare
Yes,
Krishna Maharaj, Tanu Pranam, Jai Shri Maharaj.
Prananda.
Yeah, yeah, it's very important things he mentioned, Maharaj, about the cow and cow protection, and also like how Prabhupada encouraged to get involved. In fact, this morning I was listening to one lecture on Parikshit Maharaj with the bull and the cow, or like the dharma and the earth, you know. So
Mhm.
it was explaining like how the degradation in Kali Yuga is. So yeah,
Creating a havoc in the world. All these fights and everything is because there is no cow protection, and you are doing it. That's very nice. I appreciate that. Yes, spread.
it's all your blessings, Maharaj. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Dharma.
Anyone else has any comments?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandot Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for the wonderful class and also explaining about the Tatastha Shakti, the
Yes.
internal potency, the marginal potency, and the external energy of the Lord. Maharaj, my question is, we know Mother Yashoda, Srimati Radharani are all internal potency of the Lord. And we try to learn from their bhakti, but they are Vishnu Tattva, and we are marginal energy. So by nature, we can associate with external energy. So how can we get to that Shuddha Bhakti if we are created like that, where we can be conditioned? Isn't that a disadvantage? Because if we are Vishnu Tattva, of course, we can never fall into conditioning. But weren't we created ill? And how can we, um, be blamed for being conditioned?
Condition, Baddha Jiva, we bound ourselves by material desires. Even this is also one of the energy, the body is one of the energy of the Lord. So it could be changed from Mahamaya to Yoga Maya. Yoga means that helps in serving the pastimes of the Lord. So even you could be Jivan Mukta, means even in this life, you could become free from material entanglement. So Baddha Jiva is not Krishna has made us that we become Baddha. Baddha is because of our material desires, engaged in material activity. But if we actively engage in devotional service, then the same body turns into spiritual. It's spiritualized. So we could spiritualize or we could free ourselves by our devotional activity. So if we engage in devotional activity under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, we could become free, engage in service, and at the end go back home, back to God. This Ajamil was a devotee up to 25 years age. Then he came in touch with some materialistic, lusty woman, a prostitute, and he begot children. He brought her home, and up to the age of 85, from 25 to 60 years, he begot 8 children from that prostitute. But later on, because of his, in the beginning, he did some devotional service. He came in touch, like he gave the name of his son Narayan. And when he was, Dutas came to take him away, he shouted Narayan, and then 4 Vishnu Dutas came and protected him. He went to Haridwar, contemplated, engaged in more further devotional service, and went back home, back to Godhead. So it's not that we are Baddha forever. We have bound up ourselves, just like a like a silkworm. He just brings the ration from his mouth, his saliva. He gets wrapped up and bound up inside. So we are bounding up ourselves by material activity. Why not engage in devotional activity? And then you are free. Devotional activity is liberating. It is not entangling. Material activity is entangling us. And everything is lost at the end of death. So why to engage in something which has no permanent results? And anytime the death can come. It's not that death will come at 100 years age. It may come at a young age. So we have to understand through good association, understand Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, associate with good devotees, and participate in the activity, temple activity. If you are away from the temple, do everything at home as they do in the temple, like artis and chanting certain mantras and nursing prayers and tulsi prayers. So you do all this, then these are the spiritual activity. And Prabhupada has taught us systemically how we could be protected from Baddha Jiva position. Everybody is Baddha, but not that it's for eternally, it's forever. We can free ourselves from this. Material world is Maithunaga. People are attracted to Maithun, sex life, and then do anything to find it. But if we are free from that, that mind always will agitate, but we could become free from that by putting Krishna in place of some other material desires. So one can understand what is material and what is spiritual. It's spiritual to please Krishna and his devotees. So associate with devotees. You may say, how do I know he's a, at least have some faith in Krishna's words and start somewhere, and gradually you will get so much interest or so much enlivening experience that you will continue. Desire should be pure. Desire should be to serve Krishna. So it's a very good question that you asked, Prabhu, that how once he will ask us, so how we could become free from this Baddha Jiva. Yes, we can become free, and your Guru could remove your all the circles or binding, and also Krishna. We have been rotating or rotting in the material world from time immemorial. But it is by the mercy of Guru and Krishna that we become. Okay.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada is a Nitya Siddha. He's
Yes.
also marginal energy, right? Not Vishnu
Yeah.
Tattva, right?
Right. But sent especially marginal energy people could be sent especially to liberate us. All us of people who are also of marginal energy. So just marginal billions of Jiva soul, they're all marginal energy. Marginal energy can become Brahma also. So marginal energy does not have, it is one of the energy which could be changed from marginal to spiritualized.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Any other person has any comments, questions, clarification, discussion?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Mandaran Pranam to you. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for coming on the call in spite of your health. You know, you just came and gave class and giving more classes also before this. So it's amazing. We are in the bodily concept. Some body problem comes and we are stuck there. But Maharaj, we can see that you are beyond the bodily concept and you want so eager to give classes, in spite of some health issues like that. But we hope you recover fast, Maharaj. And I was also thinking that, another way for cow protection, as you were speaking in the class, was coming to me. Like, we cannot do much effort, but we can ask people to become vegetarian. Because there are some people we meet in America, they will say that it's very hard to leave eating beef and meat and all, because that's a part of the diet and they have been grown up like that. So maybe some classes can be given, or some way or the other we can, on a personal level, we can meet whoever we are in touch with, and teach them how to cook vegetarian food, so that way they can slowly so is that a good way, Maharaj, to think of? Otherwise, how can we provide cow protection in staying in USA?
You could support some, in India you could support some gaushalas and have some family raise cow in their family, and you could invite people home for cooking classes, teach them how vegetarian food is so delicious, and you could make so many preparations. People who have no idea that without meat they could survive. You get all the proteins, a better kind of protein, through nuts and pulses and beans and in so many other ways that you could get your enough protein. So one should not have that kind of, there are enough books that have been written about vegetarian diet and protein intake. So there are many ways you could start whatever you can do the best way possible, to have some cooking classes at home, let people come, ask questions, cook various items, and let them offer to Krishna and they can eat that. It's a big topic that you have opened Rukmini Padma Mataji, but
No, Maharaj, I'm just, whenever I hear that Krishna likes cow protection and, living in USA, I start thinking how to, because, in Bhagavad Gita, we learn, Maharaj, that, we have to practically live a lifestyle of Krishna consciousness,
yes,
regulations. So how we can also incorporate this, help people, because ultimately we're helping cow protection only. That's our goal. but we really cannot, go to these centers where they're doing cow slaughter and all. We can't do all that. We might get, there's trespassing so much. But at least we can, I'm thinking how to do that, because that will make our spiritual master and Krishna happy. So, so from that angle, I was thinking that if there is this also a good way to go about? Because I was referring to in USA, Maharaj, not India.
Yeah, I understand.
So, I mean, that is the only way, because we come across a lot of people, who can be taught some good recipes, simple recipes.
Mataji and Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, this is Geeta. I just, Mataji, I think fear factor works very well. And it is not that we are, now medically also they are proving that non-vegetarian causes cancer and the preservatives that they add to them. So people are turning vegetarian for health reasons. One can highlight that all the time, that it's more healthy, less cancerous. I think that may not be a bad idea. Anyway, Hare Krishna.
No, it's a good, Geetaji.
Yes.
It's very nice. Radha Raman Prabhu is having now 8 cows now. So he's protecting them. He got some farm in America, in Delaware. So there things can happen, but our aim is not just cow protection, but to come ultimately to the level of loving Krishna. And we will love Krishna if we will love cows. So, and cow's milk, Prabhupada says you should drink abundantly the milk, so it will give you good brain tissues. And then you will be thinking of Krishna in that way. That also should be there. Your life would be prolonged, and you will get protected from cancer and other things that happen from meat consumption, intestinal or colon cancer and others. So thank you for highlighting that.
So Maharaj, how do we compare
Yes.
cow's milk and the milk we get here? The milk we get in different stores like Costco, Sam's, all these, that red can milk with the that milk cannot be compared to the cow's milk.
No, it is also, they are cows, but it's a gradation, or it's like A2 and A1. In India, they have this Gir cows and from Gujarat and other cows. They are all of a A2 quality, and there is on the hump, there is some gold or something when the milk passes through that. It has a quality, it is a much better quality than A1 quality. So whatever we can in this section, whatever we can do wherever we live, we could try our best. Even so many in other countries, they imported cows from India to get A2 milk. Some people get ahimsa milk, but ahimsa milk is not enough. Cows are not killed; they are protected through our. But all the cows are all Jersey cows are Holland cows, not A2 milk. So whatever best can do, one should do it.
Yes. So Maharaj, A2 milk I think is available here also. Little A2 milk is available. A1 or A2, I'm not sure, but I know that.
Okay, Natalie, there is a phone call for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Kripa Sindhu evacha patitaram pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananda Koti Vaishnavinda ki
Jai.
His Grace
Shri Krishna Maharaj ki
Jai.
Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad
Jai.
Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
So much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Welcome,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
We missed you. Are you still there, Mataji, New Vrindavan?
No, Mataji, we came back yesterday night.
Okay, I didn't hear Nikunj Ras Prabhuji.
Yeah, I went to office work today, 6:30. So morning rush.
Mataji gone. The light of the call is not there.
No, Mataji, thank you for taking care of everyone.
Taking care. Everybody's taking care now.
Everybody joining. So thank you so much.
All joint effort, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. And Mataji, Shamrasika Mataji, let's talk for a minute. Huh? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Ki jai.
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 Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.